Alright, good morning everybody, and welcome to the Late Show. I'm your host, Ollie. Today our special guest is Mr. J. Pez Dispenser. Jay, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hello everybody, thanks for tuning into the first episode. Today we're going to be talking about
Dumb shit.
Yeah, dumb shit. I guess dumb shit. We can talk about some dumb shit.
Alright. We're going to pretend we didn't post like a trial episode before this.
Alright, I don't know, I'm just gonna go on Reddit and like look at stupid shit and then we can just discuss.
Yeah, now I'm on the spot and I feel
a little bit nervous now that we're actually recording for like the first episode. I'm like, this was fun in games when we were testing, but now that we're serious, it's
now that I heard my voice over recording, I'm trying to talk down here and
I was like, damn, who is that asshole, bro? Like, oh shit, I said that, right? I was the guy who said that shit. I don't like my voice.
Yeah, if I heard me on a podcast app, I'd bully myself.
You're gonna be the guy on Twitter just like posting all that shit, like, okay guys, I love the podcast, but that one guy, man, fuck that guy. I hate him. He ruins every episode.
Do you think that's what Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror was about? He just hates his own voice. He hates his voice.
Dude, yeah, he was asking him to change. I remember that shit. Like,
he totally had enough. The only time I specifically remember listening to that song is in 5th grade, and I don't know why. But that's just when I think about it. I also remember when Michael Jackson died.
Oh, same. That shit feels like it was so long ago.
I know.
How long ago was that? Let me look that up.
I think like we were in elementary school, like for sure.
All right, let me look that up.
I was at Jay's house. I was leaving.
Did you like get the news?
Yeah. No, I was leaving Jay's house. My mom was there. She was picking me up, and like her and Jay's mom were talking, and we were like sitting in Jay's living room, and the news was on, and like fucking, attention everybody, Michael Jackson's fucking dead. And it came on the news. Dude. And they're like, oh shit, and I was like, who's Michael Jackson?
Yeah, dude,
that was, I don't know, some black guy who used to be black, but now he's white.
That was 2009. So what is that, like 9 years ago?
Yeah,
some shit like 9 years ago.
I made this chart to see what year it was and what grade I was in for everything.
For everything?
Yes, and it's useful. I've used it way more than I thought I ever would. Let's see if I can find it. Fuck, it's in my favorites. Yeah, right here.
Okay.
2009, 5th grade.
Okay, cool.
Or the end of 4th grade.
Nice.
It's just a chart.
Just like send me a screenshot of that and I'll like put it in the description so people know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm 10 years old.
That's true. Yeah, I'm also 10 years old, unfortunately.
That's probably what my voice sounds like.
Yeah.
Man, that was always the worst, going to McDonald's. And my dad was an asshole, so he'd make me order for myself. I'll have a Mighty Kids meal with a double cheeseburger. All right, ma'am. Please pull up to the window. No. And my dad would pull up to the window. Yeah. And I'd get there. And it'd always be when they had the best toys. The fucking Ben 10 or the Kim Possible. And I was like, oh boy, I can't wait to get my boy's toy. And I'd put my hand in the bag, pull out the McDouble, pull out the girl's toy, and cry.
I guess I never thought about that.
Really? That never happened to you?
Well, that never happened to me because I don't think I ever ordered like anything at McDonald's, or if I did, I wasn't in the drive-thru. I was just like physically there, like jumping up on top of the counter, like, you know, like, guys, I promise I'm not 2 feet tall.
That happened to me at Churromania, okay?
Oh shit!
I was at the Dolphin Mall with my parents, and my I'm like, you know, like my dad loves churros too.
Yeah, so everybody loves churros.
Exactly. How could you not? So he's like, all right, you go to Churromania, I'll meet you there after. And so like he gave me some money to go buy some churros.
Right.
So I was waiting in line, and I didn't hit my growth spurt until I was in like junior year.
Yeah, I feel that.
So this was like I was like 10, and I was like 2 feet tall, and the menu, or not the menu, the counter there at Churromania is like 2.5 feet tall. So I walk up, and I'm like, the lady couldn't see me, and I didn't know she couldn't see me, so I'm sitting in line, and like I've always been really quiet. So these people are just cutting me, and I'm not saying anything. And then like eventually, like 10 minutes later, my dad comes. He's like, oh, are you waiting in line? I was like, yeah, like they haven't got my order yet. And my dad's like, oh, like my son's in line. And he's like, the lady's like, oh my god, I didn't even see you. Like,
like, it's okay. I was like totally trying not to cry. Like, no, you're good. I promise it's all cool.
It's fine. I got thin and crispy churros with dulce de leche.
Dude.
They're good as hell.
Damn.
They're good as hell.
Churro Mania is the shit.
It's good.
You know they're still around?
Really? I was about to ask, does it still exist?
Yeah. They're still there.
I haven't been to Miami in a while, so I don't know.
The Dolphin Mall is so different too.
Really?
It's,
Is it
it's
still, like,
huge.
really?
Now. Like,
Is it,
it's
like, nice?
Poppin'. I don't know if nice because it's just like really crowded.
Yeah,
it's
but like
stupid
I remember
crowded.
last time we went, it was like super like run down.
It's like beat, yeah. It's pretty beat up, but I mean, I guess that's partially because it's just so crowded all the time. There's too many people.
It was really empty last time we went to. I remember we went to like an EB Games. It was like the last EB Games I'd ever seen.
I remember exactly where that EB Games is too.
Yeah.
It's like it's on the right hand side, and then you walk up, and the food court
Yeah,
is
the
right
food court,
after the EB
yeah.
Games on the right hand side. I remember that shit.
Yeah, see, I
Spot
wanted to
on.
say that, but I didn't want to be wrong and be like, no, bro.
No, dude. I remember that because every time I would go to the mall with my parents, I would be like, that was my spot. I was like, I want to go to EB Games and I want to look at like PlayStation 1 games, and I would run into EB Games, and then after EB Games, I would run into the food court, and
My spot was in the Westfield Mall down there in Sarasota. There used to be the GameStop, and they'd had like the little carousel right in front of it. You know?
Yeah.
That GameStop used to be an EB Games. I remember when they switched. I was like, what is this? But
Yeah.
I remember going in there, trying to buy Spider-Man 2. I'm in middle school. I'm 13 years old at this point.
you got to tell this story. This shit is so funny.
Alright, so Spider-Man 2 for the PS2. Quality video game. One of the best probably the best Spider-Man game ever made, you know. So I'm like, I used to have this game like when I was a little ass kid. I want to buy it again because I just got a PS2 again. So I go with my boy Jadrian. And we're like 13. We're in middle school, probably like 7th grade. I'm not going to pull up the chart again, but we're just going to say 7th grade.
Yeah, it was something like that.
And I pull up, I sort through the little yellow folders where all the PS2 games are. I find it, walk up to the front, like, hello, yes, sir, I'd like to pay $6 for this video game. And he's like, sorry, bro, I can't sell this to you. It's a T for teen. And I said, are you fucking kidding me? How old do you think I am?
Oh my
He said,
God.
I'm sorry, man. That's the rules. I can't sell it to you, like, unless you have a parent here. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, I had this game. This is a Spider-Man game. What do you mean you can't sell me this game? I don't know what to tell you, man. I can't. Come back with your dad.
Oh my God.
I don't think I'll ever get over that.
Yeah, I don't know what that guy was. I don't know what his deal was. He probably thought like you were a narc or something. Like GameStop corporate paid you like $10 and like some chicken nuggets, and they're like, dude, go in there and try to buy a game that like you can't buy.
He probably thought I was a fucking narc because I was like 10 with a mustache. Oh God.
Oh my God.
But I got the game. I have it. It's super scratched up, but it still plays. And then I beat it. It still holds up.
Nice.
That's the one you can web them, fly them to the top, not fly, swing them to the top of the Empire State Building and suplex them off.
Oh yeah. I remember you showed me that.
Yeah.
Like, oh dude, you gotta see this. You could just hit him with the pile driver off the top of the Empire State Building.
Yeah.
That is such nonsense.
Man, that's what video games used to
PS2
be.
games, man.
PS2
PS2
games
games
are
were the
good.
shit. Yeah.
I remember the first PS2 game I played, I think, was Lego Star Wars, the first one. Because Jay got the second one, so he gave me the first one. And that was nuts. Yeah. My eyes were opened. I think the first video game I played... Fuck, I don't know. But I do remember having a PS1. And I went into GameStop with my dad. All of my stories start at GameStop.
Yeah.
I went into GameStop with my dad, and I saw the PS2 games. And I was like, Dad, like, I want that. He's like, you have a PS1, you can't play those. And I was like, no, Dad, like, you can play PS2 games on the PS1. And he's like, he was like, no, you're a stupid idiot.
You were woke. You're a woke little kid.
I got forwards compatibility, right? And I was like, no, Dad, you're a dumb, stupid bitch.
Oh my
go ask
God.
the guy. He's like, I'm not going to go up and ask the guy this dumbass question. You can go ask him, and you can get embarrassed. I'm like, all right, Dad, I'll watch. Like, bet. Pull up, like, hey, man, can I play PS2 games on the PS1? No. Are you sure? Yes.
That guy must have been so confused. He probably thought you were fucking with him for sure. What if it was the same guy? The second time you come around, this kid's a narc for sure, bro. This kid is such a narc. It's like the video game equivalent of like, do you children have any marijuana for sale? Oh my god.
I was convinced. Like I remember him being like, that's the only time my dad has been confident about video games. My dad didn't play that many video games. He was poor, couldn't afford an Atari. He never got into them. But that was the one time my dad is like, I will bet you money.
I will bet that you're being a dumbass right now.
I took that bet.
Oh my god.
I gambled with the devil and I lost. I think that's why I have anxiety today.
Just walking in with full confidence. Hey buddy, all right, my friend in the back there just wants to know. Just making sure for my buddy back there, you know, just clear up a little dispute. PS2 games, right? That shit works on the PS1, huh? Dude's like,
never talk to me again.
Please don't talk to me ever again, kid. Get the fuck out of here.
That's at the Port Charlotte Mall, and I don't think I've ever gone back.
Oh my god. They probably put a poster up like of your face, like, don't let this kid in here ever again.
No, I definitely went back because I bought a Jimmy Neutron game for the PS2 once I had a PS2 there. Because that's when I figured out, that was when the PS2 had been out for like a real long time, and PS2 games were like dirt cheap.
Yeah.
So I bought Jimmy Neutron, I think the movie, the video game. And it was dope as hell because you could ride Goddard like a scooter. That's the dopest shit.
I don't remember.
You don't remember
Well,
that?
I don't remember that game at all. I'm
no.
trying to remember, and then you said, oh, there's a feature where you ride Goddard around. I'm like, I don't remember that shit at all.
You remember from the show? You like, it's like
I remember, but I'm trying to remember a video game where that happens. And all I'm coming up with, like, is you know, Battle for Volcano Island and, like, Nicktoons Unite, but you can't even play as Jimmy Neutron in either one of those.
Yeah, you can.
I don't think you can.
No, Timmy.
I think he's
Danny,
one of those like NPCs, like
no,
Tucker
you can
Foley.
You can definitely play as Jimmy. It's Timmy, Danny, Jimmy, and SpongeBob. I'm looking this shit up.
Yeah,
Money back guarantee.
Look it up, dude. Please don't money back guarantee me some shit. You're gonna take an L on again.
Oh my god, how are you? No,
you're gonna.
You can play as Jimmy. There he is. Boom.
Okay, well, fuck. I guess I was wrong about that one.
Yeah. I remember I got that game, and then like. It was, I don't know why, but it was like the first time I'd understood sequels. I was like, okay, so here's Nicktoons Unite.
Yeah.
Here's Battle for Volcano Island.
Yeah.
And there's like a steep quality,
It's funny because that game makes like no sense. Neither of them makes any fucking sense. And it's like, this is the cohesive sequel to a video game.
And I'm just entitled the same thing.
I remember the ending level is like that weird like purple goop gremlin, and you're like climbing up the CDs and shit. Yeah. And then the final boss fight is ass because you have to use these like turrets and you shoot him. And
the only good part about that game is playing as Danny Phantom, and they don't even let you play as Danny Phantom.
Oh god, yeah.
I remember you could play as Patrick too.
Patrick,
I could play as Sam in the Fenton Peeler. That was cool.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah. You can. I remember that. You can.
No, Danny. It was cool when you would unlock the abilities, and then you got like the phase through ability as Danny, and it was just an instant kill. Ooh, fantastic. The game was good.
I remember Patrick had this really bad ability where he just does like a cartwheel,
but he becomes like
he becomes like impossible to control. Yeah. And he just fall off the map like every single time. I remember that. Yeah. He was ass. Yeah. I remember SpongeBob had like the karate gear too.
He had the Hulk hands on.
Yeah. He had the Hulk hands.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Patrick could do like the massive belly flop that Murray could do from Sly.
Oh yeah.
I remember I played that game with Eric. I have that game for the GameCube, but I don't even have a GameCube.
Damn.
I have that game and Sonic Adventure 2 for the GameCube. I'm hoarding them. I'm saving them until I like hit up a Goodwill.
Have a GameCube?
Yeah, and then I see it. Maybe just a Wii, but I'm not gonna buy a Wii.
That's true.
The cool to have a GameCube.
Every time you go to a thrift store, the Wiis are like
hella expensive.
Yeah, they're so overpriced. It's like, okay, that's $80. You're like, what the fuck? What the hell kind of stupid shit is that? Yeah, $80 for a Wii?
No, the market should be flooded with abandoned Wiis after everybody and their grandma bought one.
That was probably the sickest marketing ploy Nintendo ever pulled.
How?
How the hell did they sell a Wii to everyone?
Everyone I knew had a Wii.
Everyone.
I don't
It was
know.
like
Everybody enjoyed it too.
yeah.
They would play Wii Sports like, hey, you want to play Wii Sports? Like,
Yeah.
I just got this new Wii.
I don't even know anybody that would talk shit about Wii Sports because like Wii Sports was fun.
I
Like
know.
objectively, it wasn't an amazing game,
Oh,
but
no,
like,
but
damn, bro, you get that tennis going and you break your back. Like you're out there until you break something.
if you're not grunting, you're not playing for real. But baseball, tennis. When you serve and it like does like the super speed serve.
Yes.
I don't know how to. That was an original playground rumor. Like, yeah, if you press like A, B, like start selected.
For sure. Damn. Okay, I was gonna talk about that at one point too. I just couldn't really think about how to segue into it. You remember back before the internet was like a big deal and we could like cohesively put information together?
Yeah,
so like we would just have rumors about video games and like you would go months without finding out it was all bullshit. Like
Yeah, like
Smash
catching
Brothers
you.
Melee.
Yeah.
Smash Brothers Melee was like the big one for me because people every little ass kid on the playground had something like you can unlock Sonic, you can unlock Tails, you can unlock Mega Man, right? Like if you just like go to the main menu, spin around 3 times, land on your right foot, hold up A, down B, fucking whatever, LRA start, like you're good. You got Sonic unlocked. And like it was all bullshit, but
I think for me, I guess it'd be in elementary school, just like catching Celebi and Pokemon Diamond. I think the only way to get it was in an event, but like if you went to a forest, there was like an Easter egg about it. So everybody's like, oh yeah, like if you come here like the Christmas Eve, like it's 10 o'clock, like your parents just fell asleep, then you can catch Celebi.
oh my god.
Ooh.
Yep.
Speaking of Melee, the dopest shit ever would be every once in a while, Jay and I would go back to his house after school, and his mom would have games from Blockbuster like waiting for us.
Nice.
And this one time,
That's
it
so
was
cool.
Melee, and
Yeah.
like Jay used to have his GameCube in a TV in his kitchen,
Mhm.
so we'd just be sitting there like eating our Eggo waffles, like playing Smash. Oh,
That sounds so sick.
it was great. And then the highlight of elementary school was coming home, and Jay's mom was like, "Hey, like I'm gonna surprise Jay." She shows me Sonic Riders, and I was like, "Oh man, like she's about to get this man." Jay walks out of the door, and she's like, "Jay, look, I got you something," and he like fake faints.
Oh my god.
It was so
what a
good.
goon.
For some reason, fainting was the funniest thing you could do in elementary school. But
Dude.
that game was.
It
It still holds up.
some life changing.
It still holds up. I
Yeah.
played it like pretty recently.
I
None
still
of the
like,
boards hold up.
Oh yeah, the controls for that game are
Blue
kinda
Star
dog
2 is the only good board. And I remember I would always play as Sonic. Like, no, not a single other character. I'd only play as Sonic. And Jay would play as everyone else. And he's like, bro, this isn't fair. You're using the Blue Star 2. I was like, Jay, just like, don't be ass. Like, just get good. And he's like, no, it's the board. And I was
Little
like, Jay,
did
shut
you
the fuck
know.
up. And then I was playing it. And yeah, he was right. Every other character sucks major dick.
I still remember like all of the maps by muscle memory. Like I'm running through it in my head down to the points where I'm bracing my thumb to spin for like the boost when you're on the rails.
It was so
I
bad.
Still remember it.
Jay's Wavebird was like chewed up, so like it would hurt my fingers every time I had to spin. I still have
Gross.
that controller. It's at my house.
Gross.
I don't think it works anymore. I
It
tried.
probably
Like,
doesn't. It was like on its last
It-
legs when I went there.
it was on
and I
this last
like,
leg when I used it in like elementary school.
we were in like middle school, like first day of middle school, and I saw that shit and it was on its last legs, so it was pretty beat.
He lived a good life. I did a lot of grinding in Sonic Adventure 2. God damn it, that game does not hold up, and it's so sad.
Sonic Adventure 2, man. That game was good too. That game
Said
was.
Sonic Adventure 2. I think you mean 1.
Oh, you said Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah. You're talking about 1.
No, I'm talking about Sonic Adventure 2 because I remember like we played it.
Okay.
Remember when
Damn,
we stayed
so
up?
I probably look like a dickhead.
No, it's
like,
all
hey,
good.
I'm about to get this guy. I'm about to correct him and look really cool.
No. I remember Sonic Adventure 1. I'm one of those people that like is sitting in the corner like, you know, just waiting. Like, all right, somebody try me. Somebody be like, Sonic Adventure 1 is a bad game. Like, I'll shoot you with a gun. Like, somebody try me. I'm going to defend that game till I die. I have it on the fucking Dreamcast. I have it on PC.
I have it on the Xbox.
It's so good. It's such a good game.
Is it?
You shut your mouth, okay? Okay,
No,
it's fun.
I
alright?
know,
It's
I
hella
know,
fun.
I know.
Objectively, it is dog shit. It is absolute fucking dog
Oh,
shit.
man.
The voice acting is horrible. The animations
But that's
look
part
like
of the
ass.
charm.
Yeah, I know, but it's like that's
But
the
it doesn't. It
experience.
doesn't save it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make it any better. But running around like town square, like chilling inside of the little
Go
lobby.
to the Mystic Ruins.
Yeah. Just charging up that like ready, just fucking dashing and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so
It's
cool.
good. I played it late, but I'm still a Sonic fanboy, so
Yeah.
my opinion doesn't count.
Yeah, Sonic Adventure 2 though.
Ooh.
I remember because, you know, you guys are like, yeah, we grew up on Sonic Adventure 2. And I was like, damn, I never played that. But the internet loved it. Like, that was the one
Really?
that was beloved. Sonic Adventure 2 was beloved by the internet. Sonic Adventure 1 was kind of like the bastard child. That everybody,
Like, we don't talk about
yeah,
this.
everybody locked him in the shed. So I was like, you know, okay, I'll try Sonic Adventure 2. And then the only time I ever, like, really ran through it was when we did that, like, you know, that, like, any percent run. And we stayed up all night. And then, to top it off, the amount of fucking time we wasted in the Chow Garden instead of trying to make it to the end of the game, we spent like 8 hours in the Chow Garden, like min-maxing Chow stats. Like, all right, buddy, you're gonna be a champion. You're gonna be a champion.
You're gonna be Chow Karate. You're the best around. Alright, Daniel Sun Chow.
Oh god, yeah, because I remember because we were taking turns. I think it was the three of us.
We were taking shifts.
It was the three of us. Like,
no,
okay.
it was like 5 of us. It was you, me, Jay, Dean, and Leo.
Okay, well, Dean and Leo were definitely asleep because I
Yeah.
remember we were passing it off, and it was
At
like,
some point, it was just you and me. I remember that.
yeah, because Jay had taken like stowaway duty, and he was just reading us Sonic fan fiction to keep us awake, just on the shock value alone. I would just hear like you
And
know,
then he stuck it in his ass.
yeah, Sonic's titties, and I would just be like, ah,
You
no!
could just yell into the mic.
I'm gonna yell right into the mic. Who's gonna stop me?
Oh man.
Oh my
I hope
God.
nobody's listening to this driving.
I really hope not either. They're probably gonna crash as soon as I yell. Sorry for yelling, guys.
Don't worry, nobody's listening to this. It's gonna be me listening to this driving, and I'm gonna be surprised when you yell.
Crash your car. You know, right now you're gonna be sitting in the ditch, being like, "Damn, I should have remembered. I should have remembered."
I wish I could go back and send myself a warning, like, "Hey, dickhead, turn it off."
Oh man. Yo,
Oh,
but
yeah.
anyways, yeah, we were taking shifts on all of the levels.
How long did we stay? We did not sleep, like at
No,
all.
we didn't sleep. We were literally up all night trying to finish the
But
game.
when did we start?
We started at, I think we started at like, you know, maybe 7.
Oh god, so it was like during the sun was still out.
Yeah, the sun was still up, and we made a conscious decision.
Yeah, we did.
But we didn't make a conscious decision to stay up all night.
No,
Just
we were
at
like-
some point, somebody suggested, let's finish the game. Like, let's get to the ending cutscene. And then it was a disaster.
I know why we stopped though, because like after like 2 levels, it just becomes treasure hunting and
Tails
missions.
missions. Yeah.
No, it's so ass.
The
No,
Tails
there's
missions are so bad,
there are
too.
more non-Sonic and Shadow missions. Like there are like 2 times as many non-Sonic and Shadow missions as there are in that entire game, and it's.
Yeah.
I understand why it's ass.
Yeah, I remember we did the we did like the math, and it was like, okay, this
Yeah.
game is like 60% ass, like
40% like
more
amazing.
like 30%
Yeah.
good levels, and then even
10%.
Sonic and Shadow have their share of bad levels occasionally.
All right, I would say like it's 30% good,
Yep.
60% ass, 10% Chow Garden.
Yeah. Oh, the Chow Garden is. Yeah, there's a lot of.
Why
the
is
Chow
it so
Garden.
good?
Chow Garden's really good.
Why is it good? It should. You don't do anything.
Yeah. No, really. It's so
good.
relaxing.
It is. The
It's so
music.
relaxing.
You can go in as your favorite character. I think the Sonic Adventure 1 Chow Garden, I would argue, is better than Sonic Adventure 2 though, because you have like the teleporters to go to the different Chow Gardens.
Did they not have that in?
No,
Sonic
there was
Adventure
only
2?
like the regular one, Heaven and Hell.
Oh yeah. Okay. I don't remember. I don't remember that at all.
No, yeah, I don't think we made it that far. No,
We just had one Chow Garden, and
Yeah.
we were set. We didn't want to play any more treasure hunting or Tails missions after that.
I think it was we had a Shadow Chow. I think that's what we used. But oh man, that game is because you have to beat the game to get the Hell Garden. Or the
That's
Hell
so
Garden,
ass.
I know.
That's so.
But it's the
ass.
best garden. I don't know why, but it's the best one.
Oh my
Just for the
God.
exclusivity alone. And like all good games, behind the waterfall is a cave, and in the cave you can do Chow Karate.
Chow karate.
What were they thinking? Okay, so you raise the Chow, all right, and then you have them beat the shit out of each other.
Okay, good idea. That's a good idea. Oh,
and there was Chow kart racing. I think there was regular kart racing.
I don't remember Chow kart racing.
There was regular kart racing. You just also plays the Chows. There was also like the mech fighting, and the Chows had mechs. That game was something else. If they just would have done Sonic levels and Shadow levels, it would have been good.
If we could have allocated all the time we spent on treasure hunting and like
to speed levels.
Yeah, maybe we would have been onto something. But it was the Wild West of 3D video games. Okay,
anything goes.
Sonic had never gone into 3. Well, actually, that's not true. They had 3D Blast.
No, we don't talk about that.
Okay.
Okay. You know what show I want to know? I want to see if it holds up.
What?
Sonic X.
Sonic X.
The theme song for sure holds up.
Okay, the theme song slaps, but Chris Thorndike is also still like a very real character in that show, and like he's kind of ass.
Is he? I just remember he wore jorts. He also gave Sonic his like Lightspeed shoes, which was cool. Because for me, it was the Sonic Adventure 2 shoes. So seeing him like slap those on, I was like, oh hell yeah.
Right.
I remember Shadow made an appearance in that game, or that show. And I remember at the time, I enjoyed Shadow the Hedgehog.
I think everybody just like thought he was so cool. But I think that was like he was perfectly marketed to the target demographic. Everybody thought he was like the coolest shit. It's like, okay, take everything good about Sonic
and give him a gun.
And then give him a gun. You beat me to it. Then you just give him a gun.
It's genius.
Yeah, it was honestly a masterpiece.
But goddamn it, looking back, that game is dick ass genius.
That game was horrendous.
And I love every minute of
it. The AI was so bad. Like no matter who you sided with, everyone kicks your ass.
It was broken too, because if there was no neutral route, if there was only good and evil, and you paused before that, you couldn't go back into the game because you couldn't pick a route because you hadn't met anyone.
Damn.
So like you just had to restart.
Damn.
So you can't pause until you meet somebody. And I remember I tried to like complete a story, and I never beat the game. Not once. Jay did it once. I remember.
I have never beat it.
I've never beat the game. But I tried to do like the hero side, and so I tried to kill all the aliens in the first level, and they just didn't spawn. Like the last guy just refused to spawn. I went everywhere, and I could not find him.
Yeah, that game was hella busted.
That game was completely broken.
I remember like. They give you the choice of both of the chaos powers as if they're even remotely on equal footing. There's like the chaos control and then the other one I don't remember the name.
Chaos Blast.
Okay, well Chaos Blast is dog shit. Like,
okay, but Chaos Control, you skip everything you need for the entire level. You can't finish. You have to run backwards. And like if you're in the chemical plant level, then you can't go uphill.
No, you're dead.
So you're dead.
Totally boned. You can't do it on the chemical plant level. But if you're just trying to make it to the end, with the emerald,
you're good.
All you do is you just skip the whole level. You have to play less of the game, which is a blessing in disguise. But
yeah, it looks cool. You go Super Saiyan.
Yeah. But if you're trying for specific objectives, you're completely fucked because you're just gonna go backwards.
And then if you use Chaos Blast, then you end up killing everybody you don't want to kill.
You kill literally every single person on the map, and it's totally ass.
It's complete dog shit.
That game was such a mess. I just realized, like, is it...
I know, it's not until you think about it that's like, oh my god, what were they thinking?
Yeah, like...
They could have just had you turn into Super Shadow. Like,
it's just like, okay, so there's two factions... And then, like, neither of them are really good to begin with. They all suck. And then you can't even pick one of them. You just have to kind of do what they want you to do. But they're also just going to shoot you in the back of the head anyways while you're trying to do it.
It was, I don't know.
It was such a mess.
That game was weird.
The villain was so weird, too.
Yeah, it was like the
like, hammerhead. Yeah, he was like the hammerhead
but he
shark
turned
looking.
into the hammerhead, yeah. That was
and then he's got,
weird.
like, the little star guy.
I remember Sonic showed up. And you could play, like, a secret co-op if you had, like, Sonic or, like whoever you had following you. If you had another controller plugged in, they could play with them.
I think I remember.
But there was no camera, so that you would just see them, like, in the background, like, whee!
I remember, we were so hyped because we found that on a fucking cheat code website.
Yeah, we found that on
it was on like cheatcodes.com or some shit.
It was on like NeoSecret.
We're like, oh dude,
I get to play Sonic.
Yeah,
like,
secret co-op. And then we plug in the controller and we're like, did it work? And little did we know, yeah, it actually worked, but there's no camera. It sucks.
And the multiplayer for that game, I remember enjoying it, but I don't know if it holds up. I haven't played in a while. I know you could play as like Mecha Shadow. There was like 4 different types, and they all had different guns, but you couldn't pick up guns. That was like their downside.
Yeah.
But they always had infinite ammo.
They had like arm guns.
Yeah. They had robot arms.
Yeah.
I remember I would make everyone play that with me. Everybody.
I would do the same thing. I would like play that shit with everybody.
Yeah. I always made my cousin, who never played video, Mackie. I always made him play Star Wars Battlefront 2 with me. Mm-hmm. He loved that shit. I remember. That game was so good.
That game still holds up to this very day. I just played like a month ago on the PC servers. Yeah. It's so good. Eric
and I play on because it's backwards compatible on the Xbox 360, and then it's backwards compatible on the Xbox One.
Yeah.
And it still holds up.
Fantastic. That one hunt game mode I was telling you guys about, like before.
Yeah, we played it. Such nonsense.
I don't remember like what it's actually called, but yeah,
I think it's called Hunt.
We only play the one that's like on. Oh, dude, what map is it? It's like on. I think it's on Hoth, and like there's a bunch of Wookiees, and it's just like you can't see shit. Nobody can see shit. Like all the rebels are like completely white, and then all the Wookiees like look like
racist, man. Come on.
And then all the Wookiees look like swamp things. So it's like you have no idea what's going on.
No, we played it on Endor, and it looks like somebody took a shit on the lens and like smeared it and tried to get it off because it's like slightly green, slightly brown.
Oh my god. Oh dude, I don't even think it's like Wookiees on Hoth. I think it's like is it Wampas?
Yeah, I think it's Wampas.
Okay, yeah, it might be the Wampas instead. But anyways, long story short, they just look like fucking Swamp Thing or some kind of gremlin creature. And you can't see them. And then if you're one of the monsters, you can't see the rebels either. Like it's so hard to see anybody.
No, I never finished a game of Galactic Conquest on Mos Eisley where you just play as like the Jedis and Siths. Because like it was always just way too long to go around just like killing everybody. I just did it like it was the last thing on my like instant action playlist.
Yeah.
And I would just do it and then we'd play until we got bored. But it was before like Eric went on vacation for like a few weeks. We're like, all right, we gotta finish a game. So we like sat through the whole thing and we did it.
Yeah.
And it was the most underwhelming thing of my entire life. But I did it. Yeah. We can still say we did it.
Because I feel like eventually it's just like you're struggling to just like make it through. It's like I don't want the rest of those like 20 kills or whatever. Like this is ass.
Yeah. I never played the campaign for that game until like recently. I only ever did instant action. Mm-hmm. I'd never done like a Galactic Conquest or whatever the overthrow the Empire. Whatever the campaign is, where you play as the 501st and like go through. It's cool as hell.
Yeah, it's really cool. I haven't played all of it, but I've played some of it.
Eric and I just got to like episode 4, I think.
Yeah,
it's cool.
I like that they spawn in like NPC Jedis and stuff like that occasionally in the campaign. Yeah. I'd just be like chilling, like, oh shit, is that Mace Windu? Like, oh my god, that's cool.
What the fuck Samuel L. Jackson is?
Yeah, like, oh my god, he's beating the shit out of those guys. He's really good at this game.
I remember I would always be really Eric's an angel from heaven. I remember I was always really bad at it. So like Eric would always get the Jedi and I never would. And he would always be like, here, Ollie, you play as Luke Skywalker. And I was like, Eric, like, I'm gonna cry. And then I die instantly because I was ass. But I've gotten a little bit better. I can hold my own.
Yeah. I think Yoda is like probably the most overpowered character in that whole game.
You have to look down.
Yeah, he has like the odd job from GoldenEye problem. He's so small,
and
but then
so fast.
He jumps and he goes so fast.
I remember throwing the lightsaber is the best mechanic in any game ever.
Yeah. It's just like instant death for anybody that's stuck in the hallway with you. Yeah. Like you're fucked.
Force push and force pull are so funny with the droids because their bodies just like ragdoll instantly, and it's like they're the size of a toothpick. Oh man. No, that game for sure holds up. Battlefront 2 for the the new gen one. I haven't played it. I can tell you, probably doesn't.
I think we played a little.
Did you?
We might have played a little.
I played the first one, and it wasn't good.
Oh no, yeah, we played the first one. It was like okay.
Yeah, it was okay.
But it just feels like Battlefield with a skin.
Yeah,
on.
It wasn't Battlefront. Yeah, no, it was for sure just a shooter like that happened to be Star Wars, not Star Wars.
Yeah, the weird like vehicles are power ups, and then like the heroes are also these weird power ups.
See, it was good during the beta. But that's because it was free.
Yeah.
Like, if that game was free, that'd be nuts.
Oh, we did play the second one in a beta, too.
Oh, I didn't play the second one.
We played the second one on PC in a beta, and it has the exact same problem. It's just like, I'm literally playing any other shooter. This is some amalgamation of, like, Call of Duty, Battlefield, like, everything mixed together, except the guns are going pew, pew, pew. And, like, that's it. That's the only difference.
I mean, it helps. It for sure helps.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make it.
Oh, yeah, and then occasionally some guy with a lightsaber is running around. Like, that's it.
Exactly.
That's, like, the only difference, but...
They just had to HD remake Battlefront 2.
That's all they had to do.
I don't know how they fucked it up.
They would have had all of my money. I would have bought the game like 10 times for everyone I know. It was like, you're going to sit here and you're going to play with me.
You're going to play with me, and we're going to have fun.
This server is going to be populated out the ass. We're going to be full, and we are not going to stop playing until we finish the Jedi duel mode.
I mean, it's possible. I did it. It's kind of ass, but
Yeah.
space battles are so good, though.
Oh,
Landing
yeah.
in... It was so funny. Sometimes Eric and I would play on opposite teams.
Mhm.
So, like, I would land in, and he would always time it. I don't know how he did it, but he'd time it perfectly. So when I was trying to land in his base, he'd be taking off from right under me. And he'd explode both of us. He'd take us both out.
I remember, like, how much of a clusterfuck it gets to be when you're playing on, like, a fully populated server on, like, a space battle, and you're not even trying to do anything bad. You're literally just trying to operate your ship, and it's just, like, 10 billion things in the hangar are crashing into each other, and millions are dead. Millions of people are dead at the same time.
That's part of the appeal.
Yeah. No, for sure. That's the experience. That is 100% the experience.
Oh, man.
Ah, dude, I miss old video games.
Same.
I really miss some old video games.
But I gotta say, GTA 5 is the first time I've been excited for a game in a long time. Like, it's the first time I've been excited to go home and play a video game.
I want to say I kind of agree with you, but I'm trying to think of, like, other games recently that I played that I'm like, yeah, I'm excited to play this. Because almost everything I play is just, like, a grind, and it's like, I just play this because my friends play it, and it's like...
I think another game, I'm biased, but the Lego Marvel, like, all the Lego games pretty much, like, I eat that shit up. And I'm a smart consumer. I made the mistake once to buy it at full price. Never again. But I did get a little polybag X-Wing, so it was kind of worth it. It was worth $30, like $40, absolutely.
Oh my god.
I returned it though, so it's okay.
Oh my god.
But I still have the polybag.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, like, you definitely scammed them.
No, but you just gotta wait till like 3 months after, and the game goes on sale, and it's $20, and then buy it. Completely worth your money. They're fantastic.
Yeah.
Lego Marvel, every they get better with each one. I don't know how they do it. Telltale is on their grind.
I think they're great at, like, their little selection of, like, all the characters. Like, every
Oh,
time
yeah,
you show me
yeah.
all the characters, I was like, holy shit, does anybody
Who the
even
fuck
know
is that?
who is that character?
Yeah, but now anytime somebody obscure comes up in a movie, I get to look really cool. And it's like, oh, I know that person can, like, fly, and they're like, oh shit, like, how do you know? You must be cool.
Dude, you must be a cool guy. Damn, bro.
I mean, it hasn't happened yet, but
No.
I'm ready for
No,
when
no,
it
no, no, no.
does.
Maybe it's happened behind your back, right?
Oh,
Maybe you said
shit.
something, and then like the people that are sitting like around you are so scared,
Yeah,
like
they
they're
don't
so
wanna-
intimidated,
yeah,
they
yeah.
like run. They're like, yeah, dude, I know what you're talking about, and then they run, and they're in the parking lot, like, dude, did you hear how cool that guy was?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling myself.
Did you hear how cool that guy was?
He knew Howard the Duck is.
He knew about Howard the Duck.
Oh man, Howard the Duck
Shit.
was gonna be in Infinity War. There's gonna be like a scene where Star-Lord goes to get information from him, and they're like playing it. You know the scene in Solo, kind of,
Yeah.
where in like the trailer.
Well, no,
where-
I don't know this.
Well, it's in the trailer. Like Han and Lando are playing cards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it would have been that, but with Star-Lord and Howard the Duck,
Yeah.
and he would have been getting like information from him. That would have been cool.
I remember because I heard about it, and then I also remember like the test photos or whatever of like they had photos of like modern movie Howard the Duck, at least as like a prop. Like
He
they
was
had-
in Guardians 1 and 2,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
he's in
just like
both.
a background like item
where he belongs.
in the trash, slam dunked into the trash, but still. Yeah, I remember seeing him, and then they talked more. They're like, okay, we're gonna put him in Infinity War, and then he's gonna be the guy who just shoots Thanos in the head. Like that's gonna be him. That's his deal.
That'd be dope. I'm so excited for Avengers 4. They could it could be Robert Downey Jr. shitting on the camera screen, and I would eat that shit up. I'd be like, yes, like this is the character development I have been waiting for 10 years.
Oh my god.
I know what's gonna happen. I know who's coming back to life. I know who's dying, but I am so fucking excited.
What if they like throw you for a loop?
They probably will.
What if they just like don't do what you expect to happen?
I mean, we know Spider-Man's coming back. He's filming his second movie.
Okay, well, what if that was just a cop-out, right?
There's no way they would make that much of a ploy. You can see scenes like sets of them filming.
Oh, sure. We also saw the trailers where he doesn't have all of the stones in the gauntlet. They literally spent time rendering all of that footage for a fucking cop-out. So.
All right. Okay, but this is real life. Okay, like I could go to Italy where I think they're filming in Italy. I don't know. I could go to Italy.
Okay, maybe that's a cop-out.
All right. Okay. You shut your mouth. I could go to where they're filming, see him with my eyes, and tell you they're filming this movie. What are you gonna say?
Okay, well, like you didn't.
What do you mean?
You could have.
Okay,
you could have.
No, what do you mean? I didn't.
You didn't go to Italy or whatever see this happen. Okay. You could have been in the room when the guy pressed enter on the keyboard and allocated, fake.
Are you telling me Marvel has holograms? Are you trying to tell me?
No.
Marvel is creating holograms to fool everybody in Rome.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, were you there when they were filming in Rome? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Okay, no, I wasn't. I wasn't there.
Okay. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't put it past them to do some crazy, stupid shit, like throw us for a loop, right? Like
that'd be nuts. That'd be wild.
That
like
would
everybody's
be
looking at these
ultimate.
set photos, like, like Marvel thinks they got a one up on me, like
no.
And then
Just
they
like,
fucking shoot him.
Yeah, in the end credits, like Stan Lee comes out to completely clarify, like, no, he's actually dead. Like this was not a mistake. He's not coming back in the next one. Like he's literally dead.
Hey, want to know why he's not in Venom? Because he's dead.
Don't ever talk to me again.
Don't ask me for anything ever again.
Stanley comes out like wearing the shirt, like don't ask me for shit, like leans right into the microphone. Don't ever ask me for anything ever again.
You wanted steaks? Here's steaks. Yeah. Bye.
He's fucking dead. He is dead.
But James asked me this yesterday. Who do you want? Who would you prefer to die first, Cap or Iron Man?
Well, I think Civil War had the same stakes. I remember because, like, going in, I thought, like, okay, one of these dudes is definitely gonna die.
Yeah.
And there was the scene where
Cap's like fucking
hits
stabs him with the shield,
like right into the arc reactor, and I was like, "That's it."
God,
I remember, I remember looking around the movie theater. I was like, "Does everybody understand what just happened? Like, Tony Stark is fucking dead."
And then
like,
I look like a dumbass.
Yeah, I look like a complete dumb idiot because everybody was like, "No, dude, like, calm down, all right? He's totally not dead." I was like, "No, this is the one. He's actually dead." And then like, no,
that same thing happened to me in Infinity War when Thanos fucking stabs him like through the stomach.
Oh yeah.
Like I thought like, oh my god, like they just fucking did it. Like they just killed him. It was fine that they didn't. But
yeah,
one of them has to be dead in the next one, like for sure.
No, I remember because in Civil War I was like, I would prefer that Tony Stark not die.
Same.
But if I have if you told me Marvel made the decision, Tony Stark is definitely dying before Captain America. Like in my opinion, I definitely think they're gonna kill Tony Stark before.
I think
Captain America.
I think there'd definitely be more emotional weight to Tony Stark. Because Cap's kind of a punk ass bitch.
Well, now, yes, but at the time of Civil War, I was like, it is completely certain. Like, like Tony Stark is still kind of in that point of his character development in the movies, where it's like, dude, you're an asshole. Okay, especially in Civil War, it was like, dude, you're an asshole. Like, we really get to see that you're just being an asshole.
He wasn't being an asshole.
He kind of wasn't being an asshole, but he was really being portrayed that way.
I don't think either of them were in the wrong in Civil War. Tony, the fucking mom came up to Tony and was like, "You killed my son." I'd be fucking pissed. I'd be like, "All right."
Yeah.
But yeah, in Infinity War, I think Cap should die first because Tony's cooler. But I'd bawl my eyes out if Tony died.
Yeah. I'll be pretty pissed if either of them die. Like, to be honest, at this point, like, I'm way too attached to the characters. I'll be pretty pissed.
But I want to see like the next Captain America because Cap is like one of those who's like famously passed down the mantle to Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't decide which one I want to see. I know Falcon has a cooler costume when he's Cap.
Yeah.
Bucky's is pretty much the same thing. He's just wearing like black pants that kind of make like a V shape on his stomach. It's weird.
Yeah.
And he just has a gun.
Yeah.
I think Falcon would be cooler, especially since they made Bucky White Wolf.
Oh yeah.
Because they called him that.
Yeah.
Hopefully they didn't just like throw that out there. I hope they do something with it. I thought they would have made like his robot arm like white. That would have been cool.
Oh yeah, I remember they gave him like the new robot arm, and I was like, "That's
Like
really
black
cool."
and
And we
gold.
didn't get to see it that much, but I was like, that's perfect. Like, I love the color scheme of it. It's perfect.
His jacket in that movie, fantastic.
Yeah. I loved that scene where like all of Wakanda's under attack, and then everybody's using their powers, and then there's just like a guy out there with a gun.
Yeah, Bucky and Rocket, and then he picks him up, and they just spin.
Does the spin move?
What if they shot somebody? What if he just shoots Cap in the head like he's spinning? He's not looking. Oh no, that entire Wakanda battle scene was great.
It was really sick.
Thor, I don't know. Thor made the dopest comeback as like from like worst Avenger to absolute best one.
I don't think I ever thought he was the worst.
I didn't think he was the worst, but I fell asleep watching both of his movies.
Yeah, that's true. Ragnarok made the comeback.
Ragnarok was fantastic.
Held my attention nonstop.
Like he was good in the Avengers movies. Like I don't remember having a problem. I never had a problem with him.
Right.
But he just wasn't like, I was like, oh yeah, fuck it. Like Thor was always cool because he had lightning powers and like a god and fly and all that stuff. But like as a character, he wasn't that interesting. But now he's like cool.
Yeah. It's weird because like now that you mention it, way back in the day, it was like you would talk about like strongest Avenger, right? And like Thor would be like maybe 3 on my list at that point. I was like, Hulk will definitely beat that ass, like 100%, and then maybe Iron Man because like he's just too cool. Like back in the day, that's
he kind of has the Batman situation where he can just build anything to.
Yeah, and then like Thor like is whatever. But nowadays, it's like, dude, I don't know who you think you are if you're about to fuck with Thor. Like, he's gonna beat that ass.
I think Thor and Scarlet Witch are pretty tied. Scarlet Witch was pretty.
Scarlet Witch went hard. I was really happy that she didn't do some stupid shit. She like moved those 2 things that looked like the chopper from Halo 3, like just sent them flying out of the way. That was a really sick.
That's
scene.
like a fraction of her powers, like in the comics. Like she's just like bend reality, just like.
Yeah. She was cool. I'm glad they didn't sleep on her. She was really cool.
Yeah. I don't know why they're dyeing her hair red. Did you notice that? Every movie her hair is getting slightly lighter.
I didn't notice that. I didn't notice that.
Let's see if I can pull it up. Keep them in mind.
But yeah, what was I gonna say before? Oh yeah, Thor Ragnarok was amazing. But then I went into that movie completely blind, and I was so blown away by like all the set design and everything, and then out of nowhere, the clothesline from hell hits. Jeff Goldblum.
Oh.
I was like, what is going on?
Wait, you didn't know he was in it?
No, because like I said, I went into the movie completely blind. And then I'm just like watching. I was like, wow, this is a pretty entertaining movie. I sure do enjoy these characters and everything. And then Jeff Goldblum shows up. And I was like looking around the room like, am I getting pranked? Is this a joke?
There
like,
she is in Age of Ultron.
Okay.
And then Infinity War. She has red hair.
Wow. Okay. Like I specifically remember both of those instances.
Yeah. I remember seeing it. I was like, why did they do that? I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
I don't remember.
It's not. She. I thought like maybe they're making her comic accurate, but she doesn't have red hair in the comic. Does she? Maybe it's like really dark. I don't.
I thought
think
it was like black. I thought she had like black hair in the comics. Which I could be wrong. If it's red, I'm just gonna look like an idiot right now.
I can't really tell from the picture. It kind of look. I mean, it's like a. It could be like. I guess it depends on the act. Because in this picture, it looks orange. I guess we're just dumb, stupid
dude,
idiots.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I wish you would have gotten like the funny little crown. That'd be funny. I've seen like little fan arts, and it's not awful. Like, it's just not as exaggerated. It's all right.
Yeah.
I want everybody to just have suits. Suits are the coolest thing.
I mean, I don't know. I guess it depends. Like, you could definitely do them wrong, but you could do them right.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
Like Hawkeye's suit. He has. I haven't liked any of Hawkeye's character designs, but then his comics one is so ridiculous. It's like all chainmail, like bright blue, purple. He has like a Wolverine mask with a big H on it. Oh, it's so funny.
No.
But all the Ronin concept art is cool, and I hope he looks cool as Ronin, and they don't just give him like a sword and say here's Ronin. I hope he has like the black and gold.
I've never cared for his character.
See.
He's in a really weird spot for me. Like I've never cared for his character.
Same.
But it's like I don't want to dislike him. Like I'm very genuinely.
I don't have anything against him.
Exactly.
He doesn't have anything going for him.
I'm very genuinely trying to give all of the characters a chance to like impress me and really wow me. It's not a situation where it's like I can go into a movie about like a team of characters or like any media related to a team of characters and I just want to put somebody down. So it's like no matter what, like how cool they are, I'm just like, yeah, but at the end of the day, you're still like this character, so I don't like you, right? Like, no, I really want to like Hawkeye. I really do. But he just, like, it never comes through.
I mean,
and, like, I'm not impressed.
He could have a Thor level comeback.
He could. No, he really could.
Because I haven't read that many Hawkeye comics, but I've read Kate Bishop, who is, like, his protege Hawkeye. And she's cool. Her comics are funny. And I know she appears in like, the newer stuff. And I think newer Hawkeye, he has, like, a very sarcastic, like, funny personality. And I think if they did something like that, it'd be cool. But I could be completely fucking wrong.
Yeah.
But this is what he looks like in the comics. He looks like a fucking idiot. But see, in these newer ones, that's Kate Bishop, and then he's just like, he looks pretty much like our Hawkeye.
Yeah.
But the art style in those comics are super cool, so it makes me believe they're probably pretty good.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, that's the thing about the movies. Like, you never know. You never know, right? Like, no matter what the situation is, like, you never know what they're gonna throw at you.
A lot of it's been on like in the rumor mill. It's been cooking in the rumor mill for a while, getting like Hawkeye Netflix shows, and like could Kate Bishop be getting like a Hawkeye Netflix show, and Hawkeye would like mentor her, and that's the kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know, none of the Netflix shows I love. Like even Daredevil I watched, and like I remember like binging through it because I liked it. But I can't really remember anything except it being like pitch black and it being like hallway fights. And I know like the feel is supposed to be like, oh, Daredevil's blind, and this is what you're seeing when he's like, but I'm now blind, okay? I can see.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And I might get hate, but Iron Fist, that was my favorite one. I don't know, it was the only one I didn't have to like force myself to sit through. I don't know. I think it was just because it was lighter. The tone was lighter, like the sets were lighter. But I've watched some of Runaways, which is a Marvel show on Hulu. It's like a Hulu exclusive.
Yeah.
And I haven't been... I like can't get past like the second episode. I really haven't like sat down and tried to watch it, but Cloak and Dagger is a freeform show that also like appears on Hulu. And it was really good. Like I was like shocked. Like these characters are cool. Their powers are cool.
Yeah.
They're like it's really good because they're really easy to like show on TV without like breaking the VFX budget.
Oh, okay.
Like Dagger just has it looks like a crystal. It's like a dagger, and it's just really, really bright. So you can just put a lens flare like in her hand, and you're good.
Okay.
And then Cloak teleports.
Okay.
So you can just cut the camera off, cut it, and he's gone. That's it. And it looks good. And then like you can save it for the finale, where he absorbs this like I don't want to spoil anything. Spoiler for Cloak and Dagger, the finale, I guess. Yeah. At the end, he like gets this cop guy on a roof, and instead of killing him, he fucking opens his cloak and absorbs him into like dark shadow dimension.
What the hell?
It's super. That's like one of his powers from the comics, and I was like, they're not gonna do this into the TV show, and then they did it.
Yeah.
And it was dope as hell, and it looked good because they saved all the money and cutting the camera away from him the entire show. But it was good. I liked it.
Yeah. So
the Marvel shows I think they can go either way. Apparently, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. started bad, got good. I haven't seen it.
I don't know. That show, like, I've never seen anything about it. I just know, like, a lot of people love to compile, like, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like, in chronological order, and, like, that show is just sprinkled everywhere. Yeah, it's like between all the movies, you need to like, supplement with a bunch of these. The reason they're in, like, the castle place, the reason they find it is because of something in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is pretty cool. Yeah.
But connection, because I don't feel like I'm missing anything when I watch the movie since I don't watch it.
Yeah.
But if I did watch it, I'd be like, oh yeah, I remember that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, you'd be the cool guy again. You'd be the cool guy.
What's he?
That guy watches Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., dude. You know how cool he is. You know how cool that guy has to be to watch that TV show. So cool. That guy's so cool.
What time are we? 53. Damn that.
Yeah, we've been going for like 53 minutes.
I remember looking at 15 and thinking like, damn, this is gonna take a while.
Yeah, no, we got to get into something we like to talk about, and we just like go for it.
What did I even start talking about?
What was the introductory topic? I think it was.
Voice. I did. Hey guys.
I think it was PS1 games. I think we were talking about.
No, that was kind of late.
Was it?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, I don't remember what the hell we were talking about. What in the world were we talking about to start this off?
Dicks.
Yeah, dude, I don't remember at all.
I don't know.
I don't remember at all. Was the PS1 conversation really that late?
It wasn't that late, but it wasn't the first thing.
I totally remember it like the first thing we started talking.
It was the earliest I can. Maybe I'm like a stupid idiot and like somebody's listening like, no, you dumb stupid bitch. You literally opened the podcast and said, all right, guys, PS1 games.
Yeah. I feel like we're going to cut the recording And then we're gonna go back and listen to it, and it's literally gonna say like, you know, like, hey everybody, here's the intro. All right, so let's talk about some PS1 games.
I know, like we're gonna be like, all right, that's a good episode. We're gonna stop pressing the record button, and I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, just like, oh man, that was the thing.
Talking about my dad.
Yeah, that was the thing we were talking about.
I talked about True Romania. See, I talked about True Romania before PS1 games.
Did we?
Yeah.
Well, because we talked
about EB games after
games. We can't just do a podcast recap for the last like
Why
10
not?
minutes.
Why not?
I can't even remember what half the things we talked about are. We can't.
Let's just pretend and make up things we talked about at the beginning.
Okay, yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, so we talked about dicks for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Big dicks, little dicks, my dick.
Yep.
Little dick. Oh, we talked about tattoos. That was a pretty good conversation. You want to recap that conversation about tattoos?
Yeah, tattoos are pretty cool. I don't have any, but I wish I did. Same. But at the same time, I'm like terrified.
I know, but I've liked the tattoos I've liked for like a while now, which is a good sign.
Yeah.
Like, my stepmom has one, and she's like, yeah, I wanted this tattoo for like a year, and then after a year, I still liked it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it. I was like, all right, that's like a long time, but yeah, I can respect that. And I know I've liked the one, like that one leg one for a while.
Yeah, I've liked the same like single tattoo for like almost 4 years at this point. So
I think you're good.
I think you're good. I could get this and then like not be pissed, especially because it's like just on like my back, like on my left
you can cover that
shoulder.
Really,
so
yeah,
it's
see,
just
mine's
like,
on the shorts, so I always wear pants.
Yeah.
Or like mine's on my like thigh, so I always wear pants, so I'd be good. And then when I wear shorts, it's a massive flex.
Yeah,
it's like, oh shit, like I didn't know that guy had a tattoo.
Like toggle the flex, right? Like, oh man, that guy's so cool.
Oh my god, I need to wear zipper like khakis that turn into pants and turn into shorts.
Like, all right, guys, time for the flex. Hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
No, that's what I'll do. We'll pull up Avengers 4. Okay.
Okay.
Somebody really obscure will show up. I'll be like, hey, that guy can fly, and they'll be like, oh shit, and how'd you know that? I'm like, you know, I got a little comics knowledge, and then I'll unzip the pants. I'll be like, oh my god, holy shit.
You'll just be like the coolest guy in the entire movie theater. You'll just bring like a 2 liter of Mountain Dew in, like just walk right past the guy at like the check-in counter, like,
and be like, hey
dude,
chief, you can't bring that in. Like, not right now, chief, I'm in the zone.
Yes. And then you're just gonna like sit down, and you're just gonna like, since you watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you know the nonsense characters before.
No, the binge Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
You will though. Oh, that's
God
the thing. And then you're like, before the nonsense character even appears, you'll like bump the guy next to you, be like, watch this. All right? You're not gonna believe who shows up next. And then they're just gonna like show up, and you're just gonna hear him mumble like, who the fuck is that? And you'll just be like, no, that guy, he can fly. And then he's gonna fly, and they're gonna be like, holy shit.
No, see, we say that, you say that, but I'm gonna be sitting. I'm gonna be sitting in the movie and be like, hey, you see that? And be like, dude, shut the fuck up! I'm trying to watch the movie. Like, please fuck off.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, no, he's really cool. He can fly.
Yeah, no shit, he can fly. He's wearing a jetpack.
And then you're gonna like start. You're just gonna hear like, dude, please don't take your pants off right now. No, I'm cool.
I'm gonna try to open the 2 liter Mountain Dew, and you're just gonna, it's gonna explode everywhere.
The guy next to you is gonna be like, just lean over, like, please don't talk to me ever again.
Hey, you're spilling Mountain Dew on my shoes. Can you please stop?
But I'm cool.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
How did we get from here to tattoos? Oh yeah, tattoos. Like
tattoos.
Shoes, pants. Yeah.
Yeah, tattoos.
But yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, tattoos are cool.
I can always appreciate them on other people.
Mm-hmm.
And as for the longest time, I always said like, yeah, tattoos are cool for other people, but I would never get one. But now, growing up into a scumbag, I want one.
Yeah, same.
But they're also expensive.
They're so expensive.
Why does shit cost money?
But it's but it's like, you can't be cheap about it.
I know.
You're just gonna get like a shitty tattoo. Like, it's not even one of those things where I'm like, let's get like a budget option. It's like, no, I'm completely prepared to accept the responsibility of like paying a lot for one, so I don't get something shitty. But at the same time, like,
I'm a broke boy.
Yeah, I'm broke as fuck. Why does everything cost so much money?
But then the other problem is like with artists, and then I like certain tattoo artists. I like their work. I like their like designs. So, but I can't. I live in like dipshit Florida, so nobody cool is here.
Yeah.
So I can't get any of their work done. My favorite tattoo artist lives in Oregon, the complete opposite side of the country.
Yeah, literally like. Oh my god! I remember when you showed me because I was like, oh, it can't be that bad. And I have literally no concept of geography whatsoever because I'm completely stupid.
Yeah, college dropout.
Yeah, and I was like, how bad? How far away could that really be? And it's like literally two opposite ends of a rectangle. I was like, holy shit! Okay, no, you're boned, dude.
But see, if I ever get
boned.
like that artist's designs, then that's when I'll have been like committed to tattoos. So maybe I'll be committed enough to drive to Oregon or fly to Oregon.
Yeah. Drive to Oregon.
Oof.
Nah, that sounds like
I can't even drive to like Orlando without wanting to shoot myself.
Yep. I hit like the 3-hour mark and I'm tapping out. I'm
Yeah,
like, I gotta
for
pull
sure,
over
for
for
sure.
a nap, dude. I can't.
My
do
eyes
this.
get so heavy and it's the worst.
Yep.
My timer, I think I reset my timer because we've been going for 30 seconds.
Oh, I think you reset your timer. Yeah. You might have like moved your
Yeah, I
hand
think
back and
yeah.
like hit the button.
I mean, it was a
probably
$10
what happened.
watch. I'm really not that.
I mean, we have like 2 other timers going at the same
Yeah, we
time,
got-
so I think we're
Are
good.
they synced up? They're not.
They're not,
This one
they're
is
not.
Wow.
Well, I started this one.
Yeah.
And then we
I
started that
PS1
one.
games.
Yeah. We talked about PS1 games, and then we hit the other timer. All right. I think today was pretty productive.
Yeah.
I think we talked about a lot of
I talked
stuff.
about a lot of dumb shit. I'm surprised. People say like you just get into it and
Yeah.
you go, and I was like, nah, man, but it happened.
Yeah, we banged out a lot of conversation about dumb shit. I mean, we went all over the place for sure. Like I can't even remember the path that we took to get here, but here we are.
I remember zip up pants.
Yep.
That's all I really want. So.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna go back, listen to this audio, and my voice is probably gonna fade in and out from moving around from the mic.
Yeah.
But bear with us. Hopefully it'll
Yeah.
get better in later episodes.
Yeah, I do need to pick up another mic or something, and then we'll be set.
Maybe I can hold one and be like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I look professional now.
Yeah.
Eventually, if people actually watch this, we can put a video feed up.
That would be cool. Yeah.
Then they'd see what we really look like.
Yeah, it'd be rough. Go over to like Eric's house and record on the foosball table, like just set it up and just sit there, like, hey everybody.
What's up, guys? No, we need to record on a those like arcade tables, the arcade coffee tables.
Yeah.
And so we're just playing that and just happen to be talking while we do that.
It's like obnoxiously loud. You just hear the buttons like slapping. Like, no, I'm good at Frogger, I promise.
Oh, I'm not good at Frogger.
Yeah, I'm really ass at Frogger.
I'm also really ass at Galaga. Eric's dad is like a Galaga professional.
Damn.
He's really good.
I'm really bad at Galaga.
But it's so much fun.
Yeah, Dig Dug is like the only arcade game I'm good at.
I'm not good at Dig. I
love
I'm not
Dig
bad.
Dug.
I do like Dig Dug.
I love Dig Dug.
Yes, it is one of my favorites.
It's such a cool mechanic, but then like all the other arcade games, I'm complete ass at.
I also play Burger Time every time just for the name. It's such a good name. Burger Time.
Burger
Boom.
Time.
Easy.
Masterpiece material.
I think we banged out a quality episode.
Yeah, I think we can wrap that up there.
All right, I'm about to make up an outro on the spot.
Okay. Go for it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us at the Late Show. It is not late. It is 6 p.m. right where you're living in Eastern Standard Time, Florida. And I'd like to thank Jay Pez Dispenser for being my guest here. Jay, any last words for the crowd?
Well, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.